Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Giordano's Garage. I'm Andrew, and I'm back with this Ryobi leaf blower that I have. Today I'm going to be replacing the starter spring in the machine. The first thing that we want to do whenever we work with the machine is take off the spark plug over here, because you want to remove any possibility of spark when you're working with an engine. After we've removed the spark plug, the next thing we're going to do is start removing all the housing. To get in there, we're going to have to remove both sides of it. I'll start with the easy plate back here where the air filter is. And we'll set that over to the side. Next, I'll remove this side of the housing over here. It's going to be a T25. You just remove some of those bolts. There's a clip right here that you gotta take off, and that can be a little difficult. If you have a flathead screwdriver, it can be a little bit easier. Now we'll go to the other side, and we'll get these removed, and this is a T20. And all those screws removed, so we're gonna take off that cover as well. Now you can see the actual cylinder there, so that's pretty cool. You can see the fins are pretty clean on it, so it's going to have good heat dissipation on it. Next, we're going to take out the spark plug here. The reason that we're going to have to do that is that's how we're going to remove this fan over here with the locking nut, because if we just put a socket on there and start trying to loosen it, it's just going to spin forever. We have our 19mm socket. Spark plug out. Looks pretty good. Put that off to the side for now. Next, we're going to put in this piston stop. And I have a video on this, which I'll link up in the corner for you to take a look at, which is more in depth on how to do this. So I'll just do it real quick for us right now. You get this locking nut out. It's a 13mm. There we go. Oh, don't lose that. There's also a little metal tube that we'll take off of that. Now what we're going to do is remove the second half of this housing, and it's going to be a T20 as well. It's hard to see in the hole, so you'll have to do it by feel. I have those 4 bolts out. One thing I did forget is you gotta take off the governor cable here from the carburetor. That can be a little tricky there. Now that is removed, we'll take this off, and then you still have the ignition module on there as well. As you can see on the other half of this housing, you have where the pull cord lives. Our spring is going to be underneath that, so we have to take this off. These are once again T20s. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. Yeah, I like taking apart these engines. Just it lets me practice my skills and all that. Now that is off. We're gonna remove this. When you do this, be careful when you take this off. I've had it where the spring is just gonna ricochet out of there, so we'll see what happens. There we go. Moment of truth. Alright. We can see that it's pretty beat up right there. So we're just gonna put it back the way we found it. It's a little bit gross in there, so I'm gonna try to clean it just a little bit. Put the spring back in, and what we're gonna do is, let me bring you over here to look. To replace this, we're gonna take this notch right here and we're gonna put it on that. Just like that. And then we're gonna take the pulley spring here and we're just gonna fit that back over. Once we drop that back on there, we have to rewind the starter spring, and you can see this little arrow over here indicating how to do that. Once you have wound this as far as it will go, now you just want to hold on to the string gently and let it wind itself back like this. And there you go. That's how you replace the starter spring. Last step you have here, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, is obviously we're gonna put these little brackets back in. As you can see, it's really easy to fix that. You can put in a new rope. Mine still worked, so I kept that as it was. If you do replace it, you just need 36 inches. All right, well, that is how you replace that, and then you just put it back together the way that you took it apart. So you can just watch this video in reverse to do that. But thanks for watching me here at Giordano's Garage. If you have any questions or comments or anything, please feel free to leave it down in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let me know what else you would like me to do. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time.